Do you hate forms and paperwork? Sometimes it feels like the paperwork just keeps piling up. I know I do. But the problem is, if you don't complain when you find a problem, who's going to know that you have a problem? People have all kinds of things to complain about. The price of gas, who's going to do the dishes. But my new favorite thing to complain about is Kimkins. Let's do some complaining today. Complaining, though, can seem very overwhelming, especially when there's so many different places to complain to. So we're going to take this one step at a time. We're going to print up a list first of different places we'd like to complain to about Kimkins, and then we're just going to do one per day. To try to do them all in one day could probably just throw you off the edge. So I'm just going to kind of show you over my shoulder and talk to you about what we're going to be filling in and filling out. If you need to find a link to take you to where you need to find the links of where to fill out, please come by, visit me on my blog, http://affiliatescams.wordpress.com. My link that I currently have on that blog that'll take you to a site that will give you information to fill out is under a post. It's called Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Now I'm also going to let you know off the bat too, the beauty of these complaint forms is that you don't have to have been a Kimkins member to go complain about Kimkins. The other beauty is that on some of these forms you can select other countries of where you're writing from or complaining from, meaning that it's not just limited to California or United States residents. We know a lot of people were affected by this scam, so this gives everyone around the world a chance to complain. And the first part of this complaint form is just your basic address information and with your telephone and your social security number. That anyone should pretty much be able to knock off pretty quickly. You do have to give your name and your phone number and where you live, but it's just so they can contact you probably down the road for updates or to let you know what's going on with your complaint. Okay, so here's the rest of the information. It says, tell us about your complaint. The subject of the complaint, I chose health. And the name of the company I'm complaining about, Kimkins. The name of the product you're complaining about, I put the Kimkins diet. And the street address, you will need to put the Kimkins mailing address in there. You may want to take a pen and paper and just write some of this stuff down. Just so you can have all the information you need available all at once, and it'll make it really quick to go through this form today. And if I can find a place where this is listed, I'm just not sure if I'm allowed to say it on this video at this time, I'll put a link in on the website so you can find what you need for these forms. So her city is Corona, and state, we pick California, United States, obviously, with the zip code. The company website name, http://kimkins.com. The address for the company email, the official address that's on the Kimkins website itself is webmaster@kimkins.com. And phone number here as well. And again, I'll see if I can find a link or if it's okay for me to actually publish that somewhere on my blog for you to take down. How did the company initially contact you? My choice for that one was internet website. And there's other complaints that we can actually be submitting on this same exact form at a later time. But we're just going to try to get some of these basic Kimkins complaints in to begin with. How much did the company ask you to pay? For me, it was $39.95, which I filled in, and that was how much I paid. I believe I paid through a bank account debit card as it went through my PayPal. Says, did I file a dispute with the credit bureau? I haven't I haven't filed any kinds of disputes or anything yet, with the exception of the lawsuit that I joined. Oh, and you know, the other thing that somebody might be curious about is how much did they ask you to pay and how much did you actually pay the company. You can put what the amount is on the site of what they're asking you to pay, and then you can just put, if you didn't buy the product actually, but you just want to complain about it, just put in 0 that you didn't really pay anything. So we had to file the dispute with the credit bureau. No. File a dispute with the credit bureau more than 45 days ago. No. And then the representative or salesperson, and we just filled back in Heidi and Diaz for those points. The date the company contacted you, I actually put down the date that I bought the product because that was the first date that I was made aware of the company. That can be a confusing question because you could say the company didn't contact me, I came across it in a web search. So just put the day that you believe that you came across this company in a web search. And then the final paragraph here will probably be the one that takes you the most time to fill out, depending on how specific you want to be with it. It's basically explain your problem, limit the complaint to 2,000 characters. And I'm going to read to you exactly what I've written in my complaint at this point. And then I'm probably going to hit the send button. My little ditty that I wrote says, the Kimkins diet plan promotes an extremely low-calorie and low-carbohydrate diet. Recently, Heidi Diaz was revealed as a fraud who did not live up to her claims on the site that she had lost 198 pounds in 11 months and maintained the weight for 5 years. Currently, Ms. Diaz is facing a class action lawsuit, but continues to promote a diet that suggests 500 calories a day or lower. I fear this plan is not in any way safe. Ms. Diaz is not a trained or certified healthcare professional. I personally experienced and noticed an increase in hair loss after 3 months following this diet plan, and found with no proven maintenance plan in place, which had been offered, I was unable to maintain my loss and did in fact gain back 30 pounds as fast as it came off. I purchased a lifetime membership with this site, and I've been denied access. I don't believe I would want to follow this plan, as I now understand the possible damage this diet could cause to one's metabolism. I sincerely believe that Ms. Diaz to be a danger to the internet. Her product is available in multiple countries. Ms. Diaz has spread the word about her diet and success that she did not have using multiple marketing tactics. Many of her current affiliates are still promoting the plan using the false information provided initially by Ms. Diaz. I believe this diet encourages eating disorders and is not in the best interest of anyone needing to lose weight. So that's my simple little ditty, and what I'm actually going to do too is I'm going to copy that and I'm going to save it aside because I'm sure I may want to include that in another report or form that I have down the road. So that's it. You need your personal address information for the FTC form, and you also need the address information of Heidi Diaz with the phone number. You need to know when you joined the diet, if you did in fact join it. And you just need to explain your problem down at the bottom. So this form today is absolutely simple, and I'm glad we're starting with an easier one. I think there's going to be some that might get a little more tricky down the road. Well, outstanding. It looks like I've had success in filing my complaint. There is one little note on there. It says your Social Security number is not required for this complaint and has been removed from the complaint form. I'd like to thank the complaint form people for taking that off for me. If you wanted to just submit even a few more complaints for the day, there's a handy little submit new complaint button right there. Isn't that great? So this concludes how to file a complaint with the FTC for today. I'm Avenue Girl, and by the way, some lucky winner might be able to win this little ducky. Check him out. Ooh, ooh.